My name is Pia. I'm a digital artist. Well, I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I kind of dabble in a lot of things, but one of my main focuses was like graphic design and digital illustration. I started as young as like when I was in kindergarten, so I had to have been like 4 years old? I don't know how old I was, but very young, just starting to draw. But then I took it like way more seriously when I was in high school. I was just naturally gifted at it, and I got a lot of external validation from peers, friends, mentors, teachers, people within my sphere of friends and whatnot, just telling me that I'm really good at this and I should pursue it. I've had teachers tell me like, oh, you'll make a living doing this one way or the other. So I pursued it because I was just good at it, and I got like, yeah, people were telling me that I'm good at it, so I like pursued it, if that makes sense. If a client comes to me and they're like, hey, like, I want you to design a logo, I'll sit with them and I'll ask them, hey, like, what's the business about? And then I will sort of like repeat what they told me, so we're on the same page. So do you want this and that, and like what colors do you like, what colors do you not like, things like that. Do you want to have a like more modern, like minimal feel, or do you want it to look a little more traditional? It really just depends on the client, I guess. So, but number one is just talking to the person, getting to know them. That for me is like the most important part of the process, is like getting to know who you're working for. And yeah, it also just like it's nice to like talk to the person face to face, as opposed to, I mean, during the pandemic we were doing a lot of it online, so it's really valuable to me to be able to see that person, interact with that person face to face, and create that like relationship. So I grew up in a Filipino household, and your only options was to be a nurse or a doctor or like a business accountant or whatever. Anything in the medical or corporate world was your only choice of profession. So like art was really something that my parents didn't necessarily know how to approach. They knew I was talented at it, but I think their internal struggle and their own internalized capitalism like wanted me to pursue something that would be safer, which obviously it was a struggle because it was really hard for them to be like supportive of my art. There was a lot of like having to convince them that this is something that I will make a living off of, and I'm gonna prove you wrong one day. But yeah, I obviously do wish I had the support. And obviously, like, I am one of 3 siblings, and both my siblings kind of like, they caved in and they pursued things that they later regretted in life. And they were obviously like super artsy like me, but because they took my parents' advice very seriously and were afraid to push the boundaries, they pursued other things. Like, they're still very happy now, but one thing that my sister would always tell me is that she thought that I was very brave to pursue something that like mom and dad didn't really want me to pursue. And yeah, now I'm working full-time in like doing digital art and proving them wrong, which is kind of nice, obviously. But yeah.